There are really three goals behind this learning experience and this learning community. The first one has to do with a phrase that I heard a number of years ago. You see, I was at this conference and it was talking about the future of education, and we were all sitting in the audience. There was this panel lined up front, and they were talking about these really fascinating things, these really interesting concepts of what education could be and how it could really benefit learners in some powerful, meaningful ways. And I was engaged, I was very interested. But many of the people in the audience were future teachers. They were in teacher education programs at this college. And one student spoke up and she said to the audience, "This is all really great stuff, but where do I start? It seems a little bit overwhelming." And one of the people up on the stage said this, and it really stuck with me. In fact, it shaped a lot of my work over the past years. He said to her, "Your first step is to get informed about the possibilities. If you don't know what's possible, how can you pursue it?" So that's one of our goals in this class. Let me give you another example just to kind of hit that home. So about 10 years ago, my wife and I bought a fixer-upper home. It was a small home, it was inexpensive, and we thought this will be our chance to figure out how to do some of this home repair ourselves. But I will tell you that that experience was failure after failure, at least at first. Because here's what I discovered. Oftentimes I would have some kind of home repair problem, a plumbing problem, a problem when we were refinishing the walls or something like that. And I just got stuck. I didn't know what to do. I couldn't figure out how to work through the problem. And then I asked around a little bit, and I discovered many times that there was a tool created exactly for that problem. The experts know which tool to use in which situation. And that's one of our goals here in this class, to figure out which tools, strategies, methods, models, and frameworks are going to work best for the individual challenges and opportunities we have with each learner in our classroom. So goal number one, get informed about the possibilities. Goal number two has to do with seeing these possibilities with skin on them, or seeing them in the real world. So we'll say that goal number two is to gain real-world experiences, or a picture of what this can look like in the real world. So we'll talk about blended learning in the abstract, but I want to give you a chance to hear from people who have actually done this before, and they can share tips and stories from the field, from the trenches, where the real work is actually being done. Now, of course, the best real-world experience is for you to do it yourself, and that's the third goal. So the third goal is to give you a sense of the possibility and a sense of what this looks like in the real world so much that you can choose strategies and methods and approaches in this class that you'll actually try out in your school, in your classes, and then check to see how it's working and create a plan for monitoring the effectiveness and adjusting it along the way. So there you have it. Those are our three main goals here. Get informed about the possibility, get some rich real-world experience, and then try this out in your real world, in your school or classroom.